Welcome to Palermo. It's the city of southern Italy, the capital of both the autonomous region of Sicily and the metropolitan city of Palermo. The city is noted for its history, culture, architecture, and gastronomy, playing an important role throughout much of its existence. It is over 2,700 years old. Palermo is located in the northwest of the island of Sicily, right by the Gulf of Palermo in the Tyrrhenian Sea. And here are the top places that you should visit in Palermo. The Palermo Cathedral is the cathedral church of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Palermo. It is dedicated to the Assumption of the Virgin Mary. As an architectural complex, it is characterized by the presence of different styles due to long history of additions, alterations, and restorations, the last of which occurred in the 80th century. The church was erected in 1185 by Walter Orfamil, the Anglo-Norman Archbishop of Palermo and King William II minister, on the area of an earlier Byzantine basilica. By all accounts, this earlier church was founded by Pope Gregory I and was later turned into a mosque by the Saracens after their conquest of the city in the 9th century. The upper orders of the corner towers were built between the 40th and the 50th centuries, while in the early Renaissance period, the southern porch was added. The present neoclassical appearance dates from the work carried out over the 2 decades, 1781 to 1801. The church is free to enter, but if you also want to see the treasury, the crypt, and the beautiful view from the rooftop terrace, you have to pay extra. A ticket for the roof terrace costs €5. A combination ticket for all 3 sides inside this cathedral costs €7 per person. Inside the cathedral, you'll find much more than a few chairs and a beautifully decorated altar. Behind the church walls, you can find, among other things, the chapels where important emperors and the kings are buried. For the rest, you'll find many sculptures and the art objects to great value, made by famous artists. The full name for the Cathedral of Palermo is the Cattedrale della Santa Vergine Maria Assunta. In English, you can translate that as the Cathedral of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary. Piazza Canti is a Baroque square in Palermo. It was laid out on the orders of the Viceroys between 1608 to 1620. The piazza is octagonal, 4 sides being the streets. The remaining 4 sides are Baroque buildings, the near-identical facades of which contain fountains with statues of the 4 seasons, the 4 Spanish kings of Sicily, and the patronesses of Palermo, namely Christina, Ninfa, Olivia, and Agatha. Fontana Pretoria is a monumental fountain of Palermo. It is located in the heart of the historic center and represents the most important landmark of Piazza Pretoria. The fountain was built by Francesco Camilliani in the city of Florence in 1554, but was transferred in Palermo in 1574. The fountain was created for the garden of Don Luigi di Toledo in Florence. The work started in 1554. The fountain included 48 statues and was surrounded by a long arbor formed by 90 columns of wood designed by Bartolomeo Amanati. Teatro Politima. The complete name, Teatro Politima Garibaldi, is a theater of Palermo. It is located in the central Piazza Ruggero Sentimo and represents the second most important theater of the city after the Teatro Massimo. It houses the Orchestra Sinfonica Siciliana. Teatro Massimo Vittorio Emanuele is an opera house and opera company located on the Piazza Verdi. It was dedicated to King Victor Emmanuel II. It is the biggest in Italy and one of the largest of Europe, the third largest opera house in Europe after the Palais Garnier in Paris and KKOF Opera House in Vienna, renowned for its perfect acoustics. Porta Nouva is a monumental city gate of Palermo. It represents the entrance of the Casaro, the main and the most ancient street of the city, and is located beside Palacio di Normanni, the royal palace of Palermo. The gate was built to celebrate King Charles V's conquest of Tunis in 1535. Thanks for watching.